Hold it just a little bit more gently. So for this evening's chanting, we'll start on page 19 in the dark brown chanting book, Dedication of Offerings, followed by the preliminary homage, and then after which we go to page 37, the Buddha's words of love and kindness. Starting on page 19. Blessed One, the Lord who fully attained perfect
compassion for later generations. May these simple offerings be accepted for our long-lasting benefit and for the happiness it gives us. The Lord, the perfectly enlightened and blessed One, I render homage to the Buddha, the blessed One.
The teaching
So completely explained by him, I bow to the Dhamma.
the Blessed One's disciples
Who have practiced well, I bow to the Sangha.
Now let us pay preliminary homage to the Buddha.
Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened One. Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened One. Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened One.
Bow. And we go to page 37. Now let us chant the Buddha's words on loving kindness.
This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and who knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited, contented and easily satisfied, unburdened
so. Good evening. Sunday evening, guided meditation as usual, even during the winter retreat. You can see there are not many monastics sitting here because we are just preparing for the next course of solo retreats, and today was lodgings changed, so the monks and nuns have moved into the new kutis and get the fire going and get used to living there before the solo retreat will start on the new courses on the 19th. So now we are few and you are many. So you are very welcome. Guided meditation. I would like to guide you to the present moment experience, here and now. The Dhamma is here and now, so the teachings we can read in books, but how we realize the teachings we can only find out in the here and now, and see how things develop. And so when you come here, you come from more or less active life, and your mind may be full with what has happened or what needs to happen or what should have happened. Yes, but when you come to meditate, you usually long for a bit of peace. So I thought the noticing of what is happening in the moment and respecting what is happening in the moment, and yet making skillful choices may be a good way. So if you just see first how you are sitting, whether, feel into the body, whether you feel you are sitting kind of balanced, and if not, kind of wiggle a bit around, that you can have the feeling that the body can sit relaxed and upright. Upright means that you have a kind of balance, that you don't crouch forward, slack forward, but that you can easily keep upright. When the body is centered in itself, then it's very unlikely that we kind of fall forward or sideways or bend over. So there is a bit of aliveness, and if you find that position without force, so the better you find the balancing point, the less muscle power you need, the more you can relax into the upright position. And you may notice that the breath will reward you, because once you relax the breath, you may notice that you get a deep in-breath, and a deep out-breath, So the breath is very much responding to our physical and our mental attitude. So the breath is happening in the moment. We don't need to make anything to make it happen. It does what it does. And we are equipped with something like the physical, bodily perceptivity that we can feel how the breath arises and flows and ceases and then pauses and then after the in-breath, the out-breath. And so we will go a little bit more into that because usually we don't notice what is happening with the breath because the attention is so much on what we are doing outside here or reading or thinking. So now you have the privilege to allow the breath to blossom, and you let it blossom by paying attention. I don't like that word. That is kind of, pay attention. No, what is better? Listening, sensing what the breath is doing. Without interfering, not trying to make the breath this or that or the other. Just notice how the breath is unfolding. How it's flowing, how it's moving. And I would suggest that you connect in a way with the breath that you can really enjoy how the breath is unfolding. That you, when the chest is opening, that is, there's the heart here, so it's an opening of the heart, of the chest of the heart. And that is, in essence, it's joyful. It's a joyful opening. And then, try to get sensitive. What happens when the breath is full? When we have breathed in fully. It's not that we make the out-breath willfully. How does the body turn over? You cannot say switch. It's not like switch. How is the process of the in-breath ending, and then for a moment sitting in this openness where nothing is moving, and then somehow magically the out-breath starts. The body knows how to do that. And at the moment we are not in charge, we are more receptive and trying to really be interested. How does the body do that? The change over from in-breathing pausing, out-breathing. And then at the end of the out-breathing, what happens there? How does the in-breath build up after that? And if you manage to, when we breathe out, the body relaxes. There's a sense of relaxation, ease. But if you can allow the body to let this flowing out happen without that the spine bends forward, so that you stay in the uprightness and let just things sink through the body. And that's the feeling, as if the heaviness goes down into the sitting bones and down, if you relax your legs, down into the ground. So as long as you sit upright like this, it's less likely that you get tired and fall asleep while you're meditating. It brings up energy. And also, if you are really open to the way the body unfolds the breathing process, or the breathing process is unfolding in the body. It may not, every breath may be different. So with each breath we may open or relax something more than before. So don't think, don't create an end of the in-breath. Let the body find its in-breath. Or how to say that? Let the body fulfill the in-breath in its own ways. And then linger at this, with this full feeling, uplifted somehow. And then something turns. Deep in the belly, something can relax, and the out-breath happens. So there's no effort in that sense. Or maybe the only effort is in being receptive, being open to what we can feel of the breathing process. Don't try to make the breath long or short. Don't try to make the pauses long or short. Let the body decide. Be friendly and gentle. would like to say something about the autonomy. Anatomy. Sorry, anatomy. So the lungs don't have muscles. The lungs are just these two wings, and the muscle which is regulating the breathing is the diaphragm, which is sitting somehow just above the navel, and it's a sheet, a muscular sheet, which we think we start breathing with breathing in through the nose. Yeah, the air comes in through the nose, but why does the air come in? That is because the diaphragm widens to the widens down and makes the lungs expand. And this is, by this expansion, the breath is drawn in. So the diaphragm is the muscle which does the in-breathing. And the diaphragm is the muscle which makes the out-breathing by relaxing, and then the lungs can shrink and the breath flows out. So it's all, the diaphragm is connected to the ribs and to the, bony structure, so that it can do its sailing down, expanding, allowing the lungs to expand, and then the contracting, pushing the lungs up, so that what we feel is an out-breath. So I don't want to say the motor, so the driving force is the diaphragm. And the diaphragm is psychologically very important because it mirrors our attention and our relaxation. So when we are tense, we don't breathe in deeply because the diaphragm is kind of held here. And when we relax, things can... It's an inner letting go, and then the breath can unfold more peacefully and more harmoniously and more fully. And if you're a jogger, you will know that when you jog up hills, you can really feel your diaphragm. You know how it's kind of pushing down the lungs and then pushing up. It can, when you overdo it, it can be really painful. So any willfulness brings tension into the diaphragm and is disturbing. It's kind of pleasant breathing movement. And you can see it in people's faces. Everything goes, kind of contracts. So if you make this face, you can feel the diaphragm is immediately pushing up. So this is why the attitude for breath meditation is one of, I think Ajahn Sucitto calls it open receptivity. Really respectful for what is happening in the body. Really willing to feel, understand, not interfere, not trying to control or want to have it otherwise, or have ideas about long pause between the in-breath and out-breath. No, let the body decide, and we are watching the tide. We are sitting at the seaside and watching the tide. Oh no, it's a bit silly But it's really, awareness is a noticing, not a making. And that is so relaxing, because all the day we are making, we need to get this, we need to get that. All the suffering unfolds of me needing to get this or that. And when you turn towards breathing meditation, you have the chance to let go of forcing anything, wanting anything, even a strong idea how the breath should be or should develop in meditation is already a kind of imperative which brings some sense of tenseness, tension. And it happens because this is how our culture is. So now I stop talking and I let you experience what happens if you allow the breath to unfold in its own way, find its way to flow, to relax, to fill, to empty, to pause. And when you have meditated with the breath for a while like this, it may be good to kind of summarize, or not in a judgmental way, but evaluate your experience in the sense of that you ask yourself, like, how's the breath now? Is it smooth? Is it peaceful? Did it calm down? Has it become longer or shorter? Just notice the pattern, the breath, the rhythmic patterns of the breath can change in the course of breath meditation, breathing meditation. And it's sometimes good to notice. It has become more even. Right. Feels good. How is that? It's pleasant. You don't need to make much out of it, but just that's part of our experience, which can be actually quite important in order to notice that, because then we want to sit down again or sit longer. But there's a trap, if you have a good breathing meditation experience, and then you sit down again and want to have it again, it's pretty guaranteed it will not come. As soon as expectation comes in, that spoils everything. Because then there's the expectation, is the tension that the breath actually cannot unfold. So that's really the art of meditation, how we can do it again without limiting the unfolding of the breath by expectations. And how to describe that quality, what we can develop, I think patience, yes, openness, receptivity, respect towards the body, what the body needs, not what my idea of it is. You may give it your own names. Some people say empathy. You're just being empathetic with the body, relaxing, and I don't know whether you hear that, whether the microphone gives you the sound of my stomach relaxing. My stomach was really enjoying the meditation, so it's gargling happily. So you have your own experience. So allow yourself to feel what is in this moment and relax into what is and learn from that. Yeah, maybe that's all I would like to say. So thank you very much for trying, and I hope it was helpful. And now the question is, I said to Tenaniju, I don't know yet what the chant in the end will be. I wait how the guided meditation develops. So Okay, I would like to share the merit. So that's page 43 or something. And then, yeah.
Page 33 in the dark brown book.
33, yeah.
Now let us chant the verses of sharing and aspiration.
Through the goodness that arises from my practice,
may my spiritual teachers and guides of great virtue, my mother, my father, and my relatives, the sun and the moon, and all virtuous leaders of the world, may the highest gods and evil forces, celestial beings, guardian spirits of the earth, and the Lord of death, may those who are friendly, indifferent, or hostile, may all beings receive the blessings of my life. May they soon attain the threefold bliss and realize the deathless through the goodness that arises from my practice, and through this act of sharing, may all cravings and attachments quickly cease, and all harmful states of mind, until I realize Nibbana in every kind of birth. May I have an upright mind, with mindfulness and wisdom, austerity and vigor. May the forces of delusion not take hold, nor weaken my resolve. The Buddha is my excellent refuge, unsurpassed is the protection of the Dhamma. The solitary Buddha is my noble guide. The Sangha is my supreme support. Through the supreme power of all these, may darkness and delusion be dispelled.
We finish with the closing homage on page 29 in English.